are the ones that look completely safe, the most dangerous places in the ocean. No crashing waves, no dark clouds, no warning signs, just calm water. And every year, swimmers unknowingly enter these invisible zones, places where survival odds begin dropping immediately. Most never realize the danger until escape is no longer easy. The myth of visible danger. Humans are wired to look for obvious threats. We fear storms, large waves, sharks slicing through the surface. But the ocean rarely works that way. In rescue reports, one phrase appears again and again: conditions looked normal, which is exactly why people stayed in the water longer than they should have. Danger in the ocean is often silent, and speed is what makes it deadly. The first invisible zone: rip currents. Rip currents don't announce themselves. From shore, the water may appear unusually calm, almost inviting. But that calm patch can actually be a narrow channel of fast-moving water pulling straight out to sea. Some rip currents move faster than an Olympic swimmer. Panic is what turns them fatal. Exhaustion follows quickly. Yet many survivors later say the same thing. I didn't feel in danger at first, because the surface never looked violent. Temperature drop zone. Another invisible boundary exists where water temperatures suddenly change. Cold currents can slip beneath warmer surface layers without warning. A swimmer crosses it, and within minutes, breathing becomes harder. Muscles tighten. Energy drains faster. Cold shock alone can trigger uncontrolled gasping, sometimes inhaling water in the very first minute. It doesn't feel dramatic. It feels confusing, which is often worse. Predator highways. Marine researchers have discovered that many large predators travel along consistent underwater routes, almost like highways. These paths are determined by migration, underwater geography, food supply. From above, nothing looks unusual, but below, life is moving with purpose. Most crossings are harmless. Yet this is why experts often say, you are entering a wilderness, not a pool. The psychology that traps people. Here's what truly turns invisible zones dangerous: commitment. Once someone has been swimming for a while, the brain resists turning back. It whispers, "You're fine. Don't overreact. Just a little farther." Survival experts sometimes call this normalcy bias, the tendency to assume things are safe because they have been safe. Until suddenly, they aren't. The ocean doesn't escalate slowly. It changes the equation all at once. When escape closes, many fatal ocean incidents share a chilling timeline. At first, everything feels manageable. Then conditions shift. Fatigue sets in. Distance increases. And the shoreline that once felt close looks smaller than expected. This is the moment survival becomes psychological. Because panic burns energy. Clear thinking preserves it. The people who survive are often not the strongest swimmers. They are the calmest decision makers. Why experience doesn't guarantee safety. Surprisingly, many victims are confident swimmers. Some even grew up around the ocean. Familiarity can create comfort. Comfort can lower caution. Experts often stress, respect matters more than skill. The ocean is not hostile, but it is indifferent. And indifference is far more dangerous than aggression. The survival advantage. You don't need to fear the ocean to respect it. Small decisions create massive safety margins. Swim parallel if caught in a current. Avoid swimming alone. Watch the water before entering. Exit early if conditions shift. Awareness turns invisible danger visible. And once you see the patterns, your odds improve dramatically. Closing. The ocean rarely looks deadly. That's what makes it powerful. Because the greatest threats are often hidden in plain sight. Not dramatic, not cinematic. Just quiet changes that most people never notice. And in survival, what you recognize early is often what brings you home. End line. Subscribe for more real survival patterns. Because the ocean always has something to teach those willing to understand it. And if documented cases interest you, The link below is where many readers begin. The ocean lulls its visitors into a false sense of security, and this false comfort often leads to tragedy. Each swimmer has a tale, a moment when they ignored their instincts, believing experience would safeguard them. They tread water, unaware that beneath the surface lies an entirely different reality, a sequence of events that can change in an instant. As the tide shifts subtly, the weight of the ocean's indifference begins to settle in, and panic emerges only when it is too late. Awareness is their escape, not just strength. It transforms a carefree swim into a battle for survival. Every year, countless stories echo along the coastlines. Each tale reveals the harsh lesson that safety is often a facade, concealing the hidden perils that lurk below. Swimmers, buoyed by the gentle sunlight and soothing waves, forget the power of nature. They laugh, splash, and swim, oblivious to the invisible forces at play. Families watch from the shore, capturing memories on cameras, completely unaware of the silent danger that could strike without warning. This disconnect lures them deeper into the abyss, where one moment of neglect can quickly turn a joyful outing into a desperate struggle against unseen currents. In the face of such hidden threats, it's critical for swimmers of all skill levels to remain vigilant. Every splash, every stroke, is a reminder that the ocean harbors both beauty and danger. They must learn to read the signs. Knowledge is a lifeline. Understanding rip currents and temperature shifts equips individuals to make better decisions. Instead of succumbing to the serene illusions of safety, they must approach the water with respect and caution. The ocean's deceptive tranquility can lure even the most seasoned swimmer into peril, which is why education on these invisible zones becomes vital for all. The sea can be a beguiling landscape, shimmering under the sun, inviting swimmers to immerse themselves in its depth. Yet, as the light dances on the surface, it conceals the myriad unseen dangers lurking just below. The casual observer may only perceive a picturesque scene, blissfully ignorant of how swiftly the tides can turn. With every wave that lulls, there exists an unspoken rule, one that urges a deeper understanding of the relentless power of nature. It is this awareness, this respectful fear of the ocean's unpredictable temperament, that ultimately becomes the strongest ally for all who dare venture into its embrace. By embracing knowledge, swimmers can navigate with intention, ensuring that they do not become just another statistic lost in the waters they once took for granted. The ocean tempts with its apparent serenity, yet within its depths lie hidden forces that challenge even the most astute swimmer. As the tide ebbs and flows, swimmers must harness a heightened awareness of their surroundings, for that awareness transforms the experience. Understanding the ocean's rhythms and its unpredictable moods will empower them to recognize the subtle changes before danger strikes. By acknowledging the potential hazards, they can fortify their instincts, choosing to heed the warnings that might seem dismissible at first. The dance between safety and risk becomes clearer, urging all who enter to embrace both knowledge and vigilance, intertwining with nature respectfully. A wiser approach unfolds, allowing for joyful exploration while still honoring the ocean's formidable nature. With each dip beneath the surface, they must remember, what appears harmless can swiftly morph into a struggle for survival, highlighting the need for preparedness. As they swim, it is essential to maintain a healthy respect for the vastness of the sea, ensuring that joy does not cloud judgment. The ocean, after all, is a paradox, offering beauty and peril in equal measure. Hence, every swimmer must approach its waters with both enthusiasm and caution, fully aware of its inherent risks. The unseen forces of the ocean have a way of manipulating even the most confident swimmers, creating a paradox where familiarity can breed complacency. As individuals drift further away from the shore, the comforting sights of sand and sun fade, leaving them vulnerable to the secretive dynamics at play beneath the waves. It's crucial to remember that strength alone does not equate to safety. Instead, it's the wisdom to recognize when conditions change that truly matters. By respecting the ocean's unpredictability, swimmers cultivate a mindfulness that serves as their ultimate safeguard. What feels like a placid invitation is often a siren's call, demanding awareness in return for survival. The ocean's allure can easily transform into a formidable adversary, challenging even the most experienced. The ocean rarely gives second chances. In the end, it teaches lessons rooted in silence rather than sound, a reminder that recognizing the hidden threats is essential for survival. Respect the water, honor its power, and always remain vigilant, for those who listen to the ocean's whispers will find their way home safe and sound.